Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, yesterday we heard concerns regarding excessive expansion of volunteer ambulance services throughout the state. We heard safety concerns regarding transport and quality of care concerns and concerns for the health and welfare of the general public. Well, these concerns are concerns of mine, too. They were concerns. And that's why I included those concerns and addressed them in the amendment that I filed yesterday. Concerns that were in Representative Wilhite's amendments were also picked up in my amendments. Specifically, line 208, we limit the COPCN exemption to 4 counties. On line 242 to 245, we mandated that all emergency vehicles meet the requirements of the Department of Health. On lines 214 and 218, we deal with advanced life support emergencies and situations beyond the organization's capabilities. 200, we mandate dispatch protocols. And 206, we deal with disclaimers as to 9/11 advertising. But let's talk about everyone's number one concern, the health and well-being of the public. And in this case, I'll use as an example an organization that was established 11 years ago that's been operating for 11 years, servicing a specific community in our state. This organization is a nonprofit organization that operates pro bono with a team of 18 dispatchers, volunteer dispatchers, that operate 24/7, 365 days a year. 72 licensed paramedics and EMTs that are also volunteers. A medical advisory board and a licensed medical director, all of which live and work in the community that they serve. And by living and working in the community they serve, it facilitates an increased availability of trained medical personnel, resulting in faster response times and intervention during an emergency. In fact, the average response time of this organization is 2 minutes because they live and work in the community they serve, versus 12-minute response time of the county and municipal fire rescue service, emergency rescue service. This bill allows the organization to only operate an emergency response vehicle under Department of Health requirements. And under no circumstances, like some of us have been told, is a paramedic going to be taking his patient, throwing him in the back of a pickup truck, and driving like a madman through the cities of our state. It's not going to happen. That's not what this bill's about. Contrarily, this bill is about serving the communities with religious sensitivities. But let's talk about why this organization is needed and why it's been so successful for 11 years with no negative impacts. Many of their community members follow strict Jewish guidelines. They only speak Yiddish or Hebrew. Some are Holocaust survivors whose religious beliefs mean that their preference is to be transported and served and treated by a member of their own community, someone they know. The Jewish laws of Shomer Negiah are respected in this community and call for modesty and sanctity. And laws concerning an unmarried man not being alone with a woman, or a married woman not to be touched by anyone but her own husband or another woman. There's no shaking hands like we normally do in our communities. Things that we normally do that I try to understand and still don't know why. And this is in addition to considerations of the Sabbath or Shabbat, which happens every Friday and Saturday every week of the year. These concerns for Jewish law can't be addressed by county or municipal fire rescue, nor should they. They can only be addressed by organizations such as this. This bill simply allows Orthodox Jewish paramedics and EMTs to serve and treat Orthodox Jewish members of their own community under the Jewish laws of life. So, members, this bill is not intended to replace county or municipal fire rescue services throughout the state of Florida. Instead, this bill augments those services by allowing certain volunteer-based first responders to serve individuals in their own communities that have religious sensitivities. For these reasons, I ask for your favorable support. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I close.
The question now recurs on final passage of CS for House Bill 805. The clerk will unlock the machine and the members will proceed to vote. Have all members voted? Have all members voted? Have all members voted? The clerk will lock the machine and announce the vote.
98 yeas, 12 nays, Mr. Speaker.
Show the bill.